The three P's are: the magic message has to be persuasive, meaning it has to convince someone to do something. It has to be personal, just like that long course title that I gave you was very. Who would be interested in that course title besides the exhibit managers and marketing directors or marketing people? People would read that title and say, not for me, right? That's the best thing that can happen, because I don't want the people that it's not aimed to being interested in it. I only want the people that it's aimed at to be interested in it. So it has to be personal, and it also has, in order to work, it has to appeal to the desires, the wants, the needs, and the direction that an individual has in mind. Otherwise, they're not going to give it the time. It might be really well suited to satisfy the needs of the company, but unless it satisfies additionally the needs of the individual, they're probably not going to devote their time, the time you need for them to evaluate your offer and make a conclusion about it. So think back to the title that I gave you, how to build messages that communicate and sell customers and even impress the company president. So what was in there? There were two elements, right, of personal appeal. One was, this is good for the company because it will attract and sell customers. It was attract and sell customers. But what was the second half? And even impress the company president. Who is that aimed at? That is a very personal benefit for my target, is it not? Okay? So, personal. And then proactive. You're going to see in a minute that if you do your messaging right, you can take a visitor. What's your first name? Huh? Carly. Let's say Carly's coming toward my exhibit. How would you guys like for Carly, if she was coming to your exhibit, to be able to, number one, realize that it's for her, that she's going to benefit by learning what you have to say. Number two, know exactly where to go in that exhibit on her own without any help. And number three, be able to pick out which product or which discussion she actually is most interested in with no help. I call that a self-directed visit by a visitor. How many of you would like to have that? Okay? So proactive can mean directing the action of your visitors and your targets at the show, and it can mean directing their action to your follow-up step after the show.